So amazing the past 4 years and being very supportive and helping me every step of the way.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who made this school experience fun and bearable. Thank you to all my friends, Bruno, Nisa, Jada, Russell, Alan, Eduardo, all my soccer teams that helped me become the man that I am. Thank you to all the teachers who let me be myself.
Gusto ko talaga magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga pamilya ko, lalo na sa nanay ko. Tapos sa lahat ng mga kaibigan ko. Hindi ko talaga kaya kung wala kayo.
I would like to say thank you to my parents, my sister, and the rest of my family for all the love and support over my past years.
I'm thankful for my mom, my brother, grandma, uncle, aunts, nephews, and all my friends.
Moi, je voulais remercier toute famille.
I'm thankful for my mom and dad and for them supporting me throughout high school.
I want to thank God, my parents, my little sister, my friends, Dr. Hamilton and Ms. Russell for supporting me and encouraging me throughout these 4 years.
Okay, I just want to thank God for where He's put me, and I want to thank my parents, and shout out to Coach Powell.
And I'm thankful for my mom, my dad, and all the teachers and counselors that helped me get through high school.
I want to say thank you to my friends and family for helping me through my high school experience. It wouldn't have been the same without you, and I'm looking forward to the future.
I would like to say thank you to my mom for pushing me, and shout out to my best friend and my boyfriend, Randy.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my sister, Carrie.
I'd like to thank my mom, my brother, Emmett, and my teachers, but most importantly, I want to thank Papa Kwan.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and my brother for helping me through Suncoast.
I would like to thank my friends, family, and coaches for these past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my parents, family, and friends for all their support throughout the years.
I'm thankful for my teachers, family, and friends. Thank you, God, and thank you, Mom. Madre, gracias por todo, la amo.
I would like to thank my friends and family for helping me throughout the years at Suncoast.
I want to say thank you to all the teachers who have supported me for the last 4 years. To my sisters and my brother, thank you so much for your support, and I love you. Couldn't have done this without you.
I'd like to thank my parents, especially my mom, my friends, my teachers, and my dog, Eddie.
I'd like to thank my parents and my friends over the last 4 years.
I'd like to thank my family and friends, and I couldn't do any of this without my sister. Big thanks to her, and of course, most importantly, myself.
I want to thank my family and my friends.
I'm thankful for my mom for always being there for me, and I want to thank my friends also for making this a fun 4 years.
A great thank you to all my family and especially my mom and dad for pushing me and forcing me to do all those assignments on time even though I didn't always want to. And I want to thank my brother for encouraging me throughout my entire life.
And I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for their support in these past 4 years.
I'm thankful for my parents for always pushing me, telling me to do better. I'd also like to thank lacrosse coach, Coach Sean, and Mr. Walker.
What I'm thankful for these past 4 years is having my friends in my life and my mom to support me.
I'm very thankful for my parents and my dad and for all the friends I built over the years.
I want to thank my parents for being really supportive and always being there for me. Y poniéndome las pilas. Love you too.
Firstly, I wanted to say muchas gracias a mis padres y mi hermano. Gracias por siempre ayudarme. And also a big thank you to my friends Russell, Alan, Eduardo, Chris, Jean-Pierre, and Gianmarco. And a big thank you to my girlfriend Lucy. Big thank you to everybody for helping me get through high school.
I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me get through these 4 years.
I would like to thank my mom, my brother, and all of my family.
Thank you to my family for being my support, my motivation.
I just want to say thank you to my mom.
I want to thank my mom and my brother for making this year possible and allowing me to have the best experience for my last year of high school.
And I want to say thank you to my mom and friends for motivating me.
I want to thank my family, my close friends, my girlfriend, and everyone that believed that I could do what I want to. Thank you.
I would like to say thanks to my mom and my friends that helped encourage me through school.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, and all my other family for helping me through the Suncoast experience.
I'd like to thank my dad, my parents, and my sister, Netflix and YouTube for getting me through Suncoast.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for everything you did. I wouldn't be here without you.
I want to thank my family and friends for encouraging me throughout these 4 years to get through it. And special shout out to Dr. Bussey.
I would like to thank my parents, teachers, family, and of course the students for getting me through these past 4 years.
I want to thank my parents for everything they've done for me and my sister Laura for supporting me along the way.
I'm thankful for myself and for my mother. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to all the friends I've made, the coaches, and all my teachers for helping me become the man I am today.
I would like to thank the Lord for making this all possible, and I would like to thank my parents for giving me the drive to succeed.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being so supportive of me, and thank you to my sister for being awesome.
I'd like to give my thanks to my family and my dogs. They've just been really big help.
Thank you to my parents for everything that you guys do for me.
I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and all of my supportive mentors I've had in school and outside of school throughout the years.
I would like to thank my parents, who are my twin pillars, and Don Rafrano, who has been my #1 supporter, and the rest of my friends and family for their unconditional love and support.
I would like to thank all the teachers out there that were helping me when I was going through stuff in the school, my parents and my siblings. They were one of the most helpful, amazing individuals in my life. And merci.
I just want to thank my family, especially my mom, for being there for the last 4 years of my life, and shout out to my uncle.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, my best friend, and Derek for getting me through high school successfully. I want to thank my parents, my family, and everybody else who supported me throughout this journey.
I want to thank my family and my friends for helping me through these 4 years.
I want to thank my friends and family for putting up with me these past 4 years.
I just want to say thank you to my teachers, friends, and family. Thank you so much for being there.
And now I'd like to thank God and my family. I'm out.
And I'd like to thank all my friends and family that helped me succeed along the way.
And I just want to say thank you to my parents and to my family for supporting me throughout this journey, and I'll miss you guys next year.
I just want to say thank you to all my family and friends who helped me through my journey.
Thank you. I would like to thank my parents and my family for always being there for me. Thank you.
I want to say thank you, Mom, Dad, Gabby, Max, and Noah. Couldn't have done any of this without you. Thank you so much, guys.
I'd like to thank my family and my friends.
I would like to thank my family and my friends for all the endless support they've given me over the last 4 years.
I'd like to thank Mom, Dad, Ishan, and all my friends for supporting me through this journey. Love you.
I wanted to give my thanks to all the teachers that have supported me, Dr. Walker, Mr. Schwab, Mr. Seidel, and all my friends and family that have pushed me through all the hard times that Suncoast puts us all through. I really appreciate everyone.
I just want to say thank you to my entire family, my aunts, my uncles, my parents, my sister. And I also want to say thanks to all the administration and teachers here, Monica, Ms. Blumner, Mr. Kiwi, everyone.
I would like to thank my parents and my sister for all the support they've shown me over the past 4 years.
Thank you to my friends and family.
I just want to say a huge thank you to all my friends and family for supporting me throughout this journey of high school, and I love you guys.
I want to say thank you to my mom and my grandma for the continued support they gave me throughout high school, and I also want to shout out staff like Ms. Armbruster and Ms. Ramsey for the help they gave me while I was here. And I also want to shout out the homies for the fun all the fun we had.
I want to say thank you to my parents for everything they've done and to my friends and teachers.
I would like to thank my family, friends, teachers, and coaches for helping me become the best version of myself.
I'd like to thank my entire family for supporting me throughout high school.
I would like to thank my mom and my dad for always supporting me, and my 2 sisters and my friends. I love you all.
I want to say thank you to my parents for helping me through 14 years of school. I want to thank my sister for helping me through my classes and the stress of high school. And lastly, I want to say thank you to my friends for giving me good memories.
I would like to thank my friends, family, my peers at work, and God for their love and support these past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my friends, and everybody who helped me get through high school.
Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me in the past 4 years.
I'm thankful for my family and friends who have supported me the way here.
Thank you, Mom, for everything you've done for me and all your support throughout the years.
I just want to thank my family.
I just want to say thanks to everyone who has supported me all throughout my all my years in school. And my biggest thanks will go to my biggest cheerleaders, my mom, dad, and my little sister.
I just want to thank my mom and all my aunties for always helping me through everything, keeping me motivated, and always telling me to be the best I can be. You guys really helped me and pushed me to be my best self, and I just want to say thank you and I love you all.
I would like to thank my family for everything they've done for me, especially my mom.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done for me and guiding me through life's challenges. You guys are my biggest supporters, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. I love you.
And I'd like to thank my family and the teachers that have put me through these last 4 years. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank my mom, Kimberly Jones, and my cat, Buffy.
I'd like to thank my family, my friends, teachers, and coaches who helped me throughout my high school career.
I just want to thank my family, my teachers, and my friends these past 4 years for helping me out so much, and I'm looking forward to the future.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for sticking with me through all of my bad time management and just horrible work ethic. They really pushed me to succeed and allowed me to achieve my goals.
I want to thank my teachers, my parents, the wrestling team, and my siblings.
I'm thankful for my teachers and my friends.
First off, I want to thank the Lord for getting me here. Second, I want to thank my family and friends that guided me to the man I am today. And third, I want to thank all the coaches and teachers that helped me build my character and skills that I've learned throughout the years.
I would like to just thank my family and friends for being so supportive throughout these 4 years, and go Orange!
I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for all the support for the past 4 years.
Thank you so much for my family for always supporting me and always keeping me motivated during difficult times. Love you guys.
Thank you to my parents, my brother, and my friends for helping me get here today.
Thank you to my parents and to my amazing friends, and then also Miss Edgar because she's so nice and wonderful.
I am thankful for my family, my friends, and Jad.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of the support and motivation, and thank you to my siblings for always believing in me.
Thank you to my parents and all my friends and family who have supported me for the past 4 years.
I want to thank my mom and sister. I know I wouldn't be where I am today without you guys, and I love you guys so much.
Quiero decirle gracias a mis padres, familia, amigos por ayudándome estos 4 años en escuela.
En primer lugar, le quiero agradecer a mis padres por el apoyo que me dan y por todas las oportunidades. And I also want to thank my friends and family and my teachers for being patient with us.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, and all the friends that I had in high school that made high school just so much easier. Thank you guys.
I just want to say thank you to my family. Thank you for always pushing me. Shout out to my coaches that have been here for me all 4 years. Shout out Coach Brown, shout out Coach Tria, and go Army, beat Navy.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and coaches for getting me to where I am now.
And I'd like to thank my family and friends and everyone who's helped me along the way.
I want to say thank you to all my friends and family for supporting me. Gracias, mamá, por apoyarme por todo. Te quiero.
I just want to say thank you to both Mom and Dad for the past 18 years of just supporting me through everything, and the past few months have been extremely difficult, and they know why. But thank you guys for staying by my side, and thank you to Jacqueline, who has consistently kept me on my toes and made me feel like a kid again. I love you guys so much.
I would like to thank my parents, especially my mom, for having my back and believing in me. And I would like to thank my counselor and all my teachers, especially Miss Sunset, Mr. Newberg, and Miss Weber, for making my last 4 years amazing and preparing me for my next stage in life.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for putting up with me these years.
I'd like to thank my mother, my brother, my grandmother, my family, my friends, and also my teachers.
I'd like to thank God and my parents, my family, just for being best friends for me throughout these 4 years.
Thank you to my parents and friends for helping me get through the 4 years of high school.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and Will for supporting me and loving me through these 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Megan for everything.
I want to say thank you to my family and my dog.
I'd like to thank my family and my friends, and especially my mom, for their unconditional love and support.
I'd like to thank my family.
Thank you for everyone who supported me, especially my amazing mom. I love you more than life itself. Mwah.
I would like to say thank you to my mom, my sister, my cousin, and all the friends that I made throughout high school. Also the people that made the Strombolis during lunch. Thank you.
Thank you to my parents and my friends for helping me through these 4 years at Suncoast.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, and everybody who supported me throughout my 4 years at Suncoast.
I'm thankful for all my family, my friends, and my parents for supporting me all the way here.
For one, I'd like to thank God, my mom, my dad, my siblings, and my family.
I'd like to thank my parents and the teachers here at Suncoast for having a decent time here.
Thank you to my mom, my dad, my brother, and my girlfriend, and my whole robotics team.
Thank you to all my friends and family that helped me throughout school and pushed me to succeed.
I would like to thank my parents, my classmates for having a fun time at Suncoast, and yeah, I hope the best for everyone else.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being my best friends, encouraging me, and for all the unconditional love and support. I truly couldn't have done it without you.
I want to say my thanks to my family and my teachers, especially Miss Russell.
I just want to say thank you to everyone, my parents, family, everyone who supported me through this, my friends, everyone who helped me get through high school, pushed me harder than I wanted to, made it. Woo!
I want to thank my parents and my little brothers for all the love and support these 4 years. Con cảm ơn cả gia đình con phụ con học giỏi cho 4 năm. Cảm ơn.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, and all of my teachers for helping support me and get me through high school.
Thank you, Mom, for supporting me the last 4 years.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all my parents and teachers for this Suncoast journey.
I'd like to thank my family for all the support they've given me for the past few years.
Thank you, Mom, Dad. Thank you to my teachers and my friends. You all made me have a great year.
I'd like to thank God, my parents, my sister Lily, Rebecca, John, the wrestling team, and all my friends that supported me throughout my life.
I want to thank my friends, my teachers, and most importantly, my family for all the support that they gave me throughout high school.
And I would like to thank my mom for being there through it all with me, all 4 years, and my dad too.
I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister.
And I'd like to give thanks to my friends, family, and teachers throughout my time at Suncoast.
Quiero agradecer a mis padres por su apoyo en mis estudios y por su sacrificio en venir a este país y darme la oportunidad que ellos nunca tuvieron. I also want to thank Ms. Harris for getting me to where I am today and for believing in me even when I didn't.
I would like to thank my parents and all my family members for the support throughout all the years, and I just want to say thank you, and I'll miss you guys all next year.
So I'd like to thank my parents and especially my friends, Bruno, Eduardo, Chris, and Elaine, and the teachers that helped me get here, so Miss Davies and Mr. Lawfern.
And I'd like to give thanks to God first, and my parents, my family, and the students, teachers, and coaches that helped me get through my 4 years at Suncoast. Thank you.
I want to thank my friends, family, and teachers for helping me get this far.
Thanks, Mom. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Thanks to Uncle Wayne. Love you guys.
Thank you to my parents. Also, thank you to myself. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to Rachel. Thank you to Mr. Kopp. This is a real one.
And I just want to thank my mom, my dad, and all my friends that have helped me get through everything.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad. I couldn't have got through this without you.
I'm thankful for my parents who helped me go through high school, and I'm thankful for all my teachers, especially Miss Bobet, who was a really good mentor to me, and I learned a lot.
Thank you to my parents and my extended parents and my horse. Love y'all.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for shaping me into the person I am today.
I'd like to say thank you to all the people that have been impactful in my life. Some teachers here at Suncoast who have helped me with my education. Shout out Mr. Lunsford for letting me play the piano in his room. And also to my parents, muchas gracias por estar ahí por mí. Les aprecio mucho y les amo mucho.
I'd like to thank my friends and family for basically pushing me to reach this point in my life. Especially thanks Mom for always sticking by me and just being there for me whenever I needed to.
Thankful for my parents and everyone's been here with me, grandparents too.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother and sister for everything they've done for me. I wouldn't be here without them.
I would just like to thank everybody who's helped me get this far, and thank you guys. I love you so much.
Okay. I'd like to thank my parents and my family and all my friends and my dog.
I would like to thank my friends and teachers, and most importantly my parents, my mom and dad, for helping me get to where I am today. I would not be able to do it without you guys. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents, my family, and all my friends for helping me get through these 4 years and supporting me the whole way through.
Thank you to my friends and family for making these 4 years great.
Hi Mom, hi Ian. I wanted to thank you for supporting me through the 4 years, and I also want to thank the teachers and the staff for helping me to where I want to be now, and thank you.
Thank you to my parents, my teachers, and my coaches who've been so patient with me the past 4 years and got me to where I am today.
I'd like to thank all of my friends here, all the teachers that got me through all 4 of my years, my family, and especially my parents.
I'm very thankful for my parents and friends for bringing me along through this journey. Thank you.
I would like to thank all my family and their teachers for their continuous love and support.
I'd like to thank my friends that I met along the way for supporting me through school, and my teachers who taught me a lot, not only in school but in life. And I also want to thank my family for supporting me for these past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my mom, my brother, my grandma, my dog, and Logan and Jonathan.
I'm thankful for my family and my friends and my teachers, and shout out to Newburgh.
And then I would like to thank to all my families, teachers, and everyone who helped me throughout the journey.
I want to give thanks to my parents and my siblings for all the love and support throughout these 4 years.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my friends.
I would like to thank my mom and dad and Logan.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, my siblings, and my grandma.
And I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister and my brother, and my cat for helping me, and all my friends for getting me through these years.
And I'd like to thank my family and friends for bringing me throughout my years of high school.
Thank you, Dad and Gabriel, for being so supportive and motivating me through this year.
I'd like to say thanks to my parents, my brother, my grandparents who have helped me become the person who I am today and has let me enjoy this experience.
Thank you to all my friends and family for all their love and support through these 4 years.
And I would like to thank my friends and family for helping me throughout the 4 years at Suncoast.
I would like to thank my mom and dad and my sister for helping me and guiding me throughout all these 4 years.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and my dad and my brothers for being such a strong support system for me and always being there for me. I love you so much.
Thank you, Mama and Papa, for supporting me throughout my entire high school, my sister for making me laugh, and to all my teachers for teaching me everything I know and really putting a smile on my face every time I'm at school.
Thank you to my family and friends for all the love and support they've given me throughout my time in high school.
I want to thank my mom, my dad. I love them so much. They give me the world, and I'm so incredibly grateful.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister for all of their support throughout these years, and all of my friends who really helped me get through all of the craziness this year with theater and all the academics and everything.
I'd like to thank my teachers, my family, and all my friends that helped me along the way.
I'd like to thank my friends and family after these 4 years.
I'd like to thank my mom, the Davis family, my twin flame Ruth, and Janae Kiko.
Most importantly, I would like to thank God for where I am today, also thanking my family, extended family, teachers, and friends for their support and guidance throughout these 4 years.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my sisters, my friends, and my family for getting me through these past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my friends for being there for me, and yeah.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad especially for pushing me, and my brother as well as my grandparents.
I'd like to thank myself and my dog for keeping me company through these 4 years.
I'd like to thank my family, my girlfriend, and my friends for keeping me going throughout the year.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom, and then my teachers, of course, and my friends.
I would like to thank my family, the friends I made here, and teachers like Ms. Pearson, Ms. Matsuga, and Mr. Walker.
I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers throughout my 4 years at Suncoast for helping and supporting me.
And I'm grateful for my parents. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my friends and family through helping me through this long journey of high school.
I want to thank my family and my friends for supporting me and being here with me through all my years of high school.
I want to thank my friends and family and my teachers for always supporting me and pushing me to do better throughout my 4 years of high school.
I just want to say thank you to my mom for pushing me through these last 4 years.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, my sister and my brother for everything they've done.
I'd like to thank my parents and my brothers for all the support over the past 4 years.
I just want to say thanks to my mom, my dad, my teachers, my friends. They've all been so supportive, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you to my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my aunt for always giving me the best advice and for being there for me all throughout my high school career.
I am thankful for my mom, my godparents, and my grandparents.
I want to say thank you to my family and friends, as well as the Charter Sonic Sound Band and the Ram Regiment Band.
I would like to thank my family and friends for all their hard work and support these past 4 years.
Thank you to my family, specifically my parents, for getting me past these past 4 years, and my friends as well.
I'd like to say thanks to my parents, my brothers, and my friends for making these a great 4 years and making it a lot easier.
I would like to thank my coaches, teammates, friends, family, especially my brothers, Max and Nico, and my parents, my mom and dad.
I just want to thank my mom and dad for always being supportive and always being there for me no matter what. Love you guys.
And I'm thankful for all the people, the counselors, my friends, and coaches that helped me throughout the Suncoast, to help push me do better. And I enjoyed my time here at Suncoast, and it was fun.
I'm so thankful for my family, my friends for pushing me to do my best this school year.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. Thank you so much for getting me through my 4 years at Suncoast. I couldn't have done it without you.
I would like to thank my friends and anyone who motivated me to stay at Suncoast. Thank you.
I want to thank my mom for supporting me through everything and making sure I get my schoolwork done.
I'd like to thank my parents, family, friends, and teachers, and a special shout out to Nurse Stacy and Miss B.
Thank you to my mom, dad, and Jenna for all your love and support.
To Mummy, thank you, IC Levski, and to Daddy, thank you from Miss Thank You.
I'd like to thank my mom, my friends, my teachers, and also my coaches, and everyone who has supported me along the way.
I'd just like to say thank you to my family and friends for assisting me through these 4 rigorous years at Suncoast.
And I want to thank all of my teachers, especially Dr. Hamilton and Miss Russell, for inspiring me to continue my studies. I also want to thank all of my friends for enduring high school with me, and my golf team and Coach McCann for making the beginning of every year extremely special with our golf season. And finally, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, for being my #1 supporters, not just in high school, but throughout all of my life.
And I want to thank my family, friends, and everyone who helped me throughout this 4-year experience.
I'd like to thank my friends and family for helping me this 4 years at Suncoast.
I would like to thank my parents, my brother, and my friends for supporting me through these last 4 years.
Good afternoon, Charger families. It is my pleasure to call to order the Suncoast High School Class of 2022 commencement ceremony. While this has not exactly been the high school experience any one of us imagined or anticipated 13 years ago when these Chargers started kindergarten, or even 4 years ago if we are being completely honest, we are thrilled nonetheless to be gathered here together and are as excited as ever to be celebrating these unforgettable seniors. And now, please rise for the entrance of the triumphant Class of 2022. Please remain standing until the completion of the national anthem. Our processional will now begin. afternoon, Chargers and Charger families. I am so excited to be here today to welcome all of you, students, staff, families, and dignitaries to the graduation of the most accomplished students in Palm Beach County. At this time, I invite Miss Alana Ferguson, our student government president, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Following the pledge, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem performed by the incredibly talented Gabriella Smith.
Please face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Gabriella, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. As I recall my own high school graduation ceremony 33 years ago, I cannot help but think of all the influential and supportive people who played a prominent role in my success to that point. Parents, grandparents, extended family members, teachers, counselors, friends, etc. Seniors, you know you have that same love and support in your lives as well. I would ask that you take a brief moment now to personally reflect on those individuals who provided the immense support needed to get you to this shining moment in time. Many of whom are exuding pride in our audience or have tuned into this broadcast to acknowledge you from afar. At this time, I expect you, the Charger class of 2022, to join me in recognizing all of the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and guardians who care for you each day. And in addition, it is my hope that you will personally extend your sincere gratitude to these impactful people following today's ceremony also. Next, I would like to acknowledge the dedication of our Suncoast faculty, staff, and administration. This dynamic group of educators and support personnel work tirelessly to inspire our students to strive to be their very best. I appreciate everything this amazing team has done over the last 4 years and through a global pandemic to guide our scholars to this monumental level of achievement and to prepare them for this next chapter of their lives. I am confident our seniors and families share in my admiration and appreciation of you. Please stand at this time to be recognized. Now I would like to bid a fond farewell to 4 Chargers who have reached a pivotal milestone in their career and will be starting a new chapter in their lives that does not require grading papers, proctoring exams, counting receipts, or pouring coffee into a to-go cup each morning. Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. John Bowers, Mr. Marcos Miranda, Mr. Johnny Rogers, and Mrs. Roxanne Weber. On behalf of the thousands of lives you have touched, we thank you. More than half of our academic staff have advanced degrees. They are Dwyer Award finalists and winners. They are National Teachers Hall of Famers. They are IB workshop leaders, assistant examiners, and AP readers. And while that is impressive, no doubt the most impressive thing about this dynamic team is how they inspire you to be your very best. It is now my pleasure to introduce our platform guests, who also give of their time to ensure that Suncoast is the very best it can be. Please stand as I call your name. Mr. Michael Burke, Superintendent of Schools. Mrs. Marcia Andrews, Palm Beach County School Board District 6. Mrs. Karen Brill, Palm Beach County School Board District 3. Mrs. Erica Whitfield, Palm Beach County School Board District 4. Mr. Joseph Sanchez, Chief Operating Officer. Mrs. Erica Rieger, Chief of Human Resources. Dr. Camille Long, Regional Superintendent, North Regional Office. Dr. Joseph Lee, North Regional Secondary Instructional Superintendent. Mrs. Valerie Haynes, Regional Superintendent, Central Regional Office. Mr. Ronnie Felder, Mayor, City of Riviera Beach. Mr. Bobby Brooks, Principal, Westward Elementary School. Mr. Ricky Clark, Principal, John F. Kennedy Middle School. Mrs. Katrina Granger, Principal, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune Elementary School. Mrs. Amy Armbruster, Suncoast faculty member and parent of a graduate. Mrs. Carol Hanna, Suncoast faculty member and parent of a graduate. Miss Mary Rawson, Suncoast faculty member. Mrs. Sandra Rivera, Suncoast faculty member and parent of a graduate. Mr. Dennis Spencer, Suncoast faculty member and parent of 2 graduates. And a special thanks to our senior class sponsor, Mr. Richard Haar, and his co-reader of today's names, Mrs. Stephanie Russo. As the superintendent of the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, Mr. Michael Burke is passionate about ensuring academic excellence and paving the way to postgraduate success for the district's more than 170,000 students who attend nearly 180 schools. He is deeply committed to the school board's mission to educate, affirm, and inspire each student in an equity-embedded school system. As superintendent of the 10th largest district in the nation, Mr. Burke also oversees Palm Beach County's largest workforce. The district employs over 23,000 people. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. Michael Burke.
Suncoast High School class of 2022, I am so proud of you, and more importantly, you should be proud of yourself. Parents, family members, friends, and staff, please join me in a round of applause for these amazing graduates. All right, let's go Chargers. Now, I know you guys have been busy, but I'm not sure you caught this in the news last week, but Taylor Swift gave the commencement address to NYU. Did you see that? It was big, huge national news. She's now Dr. Taylor Swift. Meanwhile, I am giving 30 graduation speeches with very little or no coverage whatsoever. So I'm not sure, but I think I might have been swifted. Graduates, you may know that term better than me, so you can let me know what you think when we shake hands later. But this class, the class of 2022, will always be special to me. I am just about to wrap up my first year as superintendent. Been with the district for 25 years, but most of that time as chief financial officer. So it's just an honor for me to be part of this ceremony today. And I really wanted to make sure I gave you a good commencement address. So I went to work and I found myself staring at the blank page before me. I opened up a dirty window and I was struggling. I had writer's block. And my wife came by and she said, "Come on, what's going on? You've written plenty of speeches, you got this." And she said, "Just think back to your own high school graduation." So I did that, and I had to think really, really hard because my graduation was back in 1985. That's 37 years ago. I think you guys would say it's been a minute, right? Actually, it's been 19,447,200 minutes, but who's counting? So I did remember a few things. I remember the procession. I remember coming in and sitting down and trying to find my friends. We were scattered about alphabetically, and then I remember looking in the crowd trying to find my parents and family and give them a wave. And I remember pieces of the speeches from my classmates, but I came to a very humbling realization that I could not remember anything the superintendent said, let alone I could not remember the superintendent's name. So it was humbling, but it was also, it took some of the pressure off. And it was a great reminder that today is all about you and the people that supported you to get here, whether it's your parents, your family, your teachers, your guidance counselor, your principals, whoever helped you along the way. That's what it's all about. Now, you're still going to get a speech from me, but I promise to be brief. And besides, I know I need to keep it short if there's any chance of this speech blowing up on TikTok. On a more serious note, I think you all are smart enough to understand that you've reached a pivotal point in your life and that the decisions you make over the next few years could have far-reaching implications for your rest of your life. I don't want to belabor that point. I think you get it. Some of you may have a plan in place fully laid out, and that's great. Many of you, unlike myself back then, might still be figuring things out and reviewing your options, and that's okay. What I'd ask is, and what I think is important, that you keep moving along and doing something productive, that you always need to keep moving forward, and to invest in your future by building upon the awesome education foundation you have laid here today by graduating. You can invest in your future through a variety of options, right? You can go to college, you can go to armed services, you could go into career and technical education, or some of you might jump right into the workforce. Some of you might even consider working for the school district someday, and we're hiring and would love to have you. But again, the key is getting out of the starting blocks. I would say don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Start somewhere, and one opportunity will likely lead to the next. I do want you to set your goals high, but understand it'll take a lot of work and a series of accomplishments to get there. The more challenging, the better. You all were made to do hard things. All right, I promise to be brief, so I'm going to start wrapping this up. I do have 3 kids of my own that are a little bit older than you. They're in their 20s. My youngest just graduated from FSU, so go Knowles. You might be able to tell I'm a fan. This is a subtle hint with my robe here today. And his older sisters graduated from Florida Atlantic University and the University of Florida. So go Owls and go Gators. And we are fortunate we have a really strong university system in our state, so I'm proud of that. My advice to you is the same as the advice to my own kids. First, to be kind to everyone, including yourself. As Taylor Swift said, no matter what happens in life, being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. You know, I got to give her credit. That's pretty good, Dr. Swift. I can see why she got the attention. Also, I'd ask that you be true to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Be thankful for what you have. And as the former CFO, when you start that career and you get your first paycheck, remember to pay yourself first. And that's an old saying. I don't know if people still say that. My parents said it to me, but what that means is put a little money aside into savings or some type of investment. And if you do that religiously throughout your career, 30 or 40 years, down the road, you'll be very happy you did. All right, so I have one last homework assignment for the class of 2022. As you sit here today and reflect on your accomplishment, and I want you to think about the 1 or 2 people that had the greatest impact on you reaching this major milestone. And then in the next few days, take the time to write them a nice, old-school, handwritten, personal note explaining how they helped you and why it was important to you. Resist the urge to fire off a text message. This is bigger than a few emojis, right? And I promise you, if you take the time to write that note, it'll be very well received and appreciated by whoever it's bestowed upon. All right, class of 2022, it's been my absolute honor and privilege to play a role in your academic journey and to be a part of this celebration today. I am going to leave you with a song. This song was released in 2004, or I believe you guys would say dropped. It dropped in 2004. That's significant because that was about 18 years ago, the same time you all were dropping into the planet. And I know we've got some great singers out there. I think Miss Smith alone could probably belt it out for us. But I'd ask you guys if you want to feel like singing and joining in with this short video, I'd appreciate it. I think it'd make it more festive. I am not much of a singer, so I am going to step away quietly from the microphone. But thank you.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
Thank you, Superintendent Burke. Please enjoy Armida Overture, composed by Joseph Hayden and performed by the Suncoast High School, Palm Beach Lakes High School Collaborative Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Joshua Velez. Thank you, Chargers, Rams, and Mr. Velez for that outstanding performance. Special thanks to Dr. Deborah Robinson, Mr. Ed Tierney, Dr. Joe Lee, Mr. David Alfonso, and Mr. Joshua Velez for making this collaboration possible. Musical memories were made this year as a result of your efforts to support our Chargers. I am pleased to welcome back to the podium our Student Government President, Miss Alana Ferguson. Alana is the daughter of Mr. Alan Ferguson. She is a dual scholar excelling in both our Math, Science, and Engineering program and the International Baccalaureate Diploma program. Alana will attend Princeton University in the fall to major in neurological sciences with a minor in engineering biology. Alana will bring us a message that notes this occasion.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you here today to the Suncoast High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. I speak for myself as well as my classmates when sharing my gratitude for joining us on this very special day. Today is a milestone in each of our lives. This graduation ceremony marks the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. Historically, it is a symbol of change and a time for celebration. It serves as a reminder of how far we've come, but just how much life we have left ahead of us. We've worked incredibly hard these past 4 years. I would like to personally thank each and every single one of my classmates for making Suncoast a home away from home. We made it together, and I will never forget the memories that we made. I can say with utmost confidence that we are well prepared for our futures. As we continue forward, I hope you will all keep inspiring, keep dreaming, keep accomplishing, and keep learning. As Tommy Hilfiger said, we are in the new age where change is the only constant. I encourage you to embrace it, to be inspired to push the boundaries, innovate, and find your own unique ways to set the norms. As we move through this ceremony, I urge you to be mindful of the aforementioned and reflect on your progress as well as your future goals. I stand here representing the class of 2022 to invite you all to celebrate this crowning milestone and enjoy this ceremony commemorating our graduating class. Thank you.
Thank you, Alana. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Tess Romine, the president of the class of 2022. Tess is the son of Chris and Ann Romine. She is in the International Baccalaureate program and will attend George Washington University in the fall to major in political communications. Tess?
At long last, here we finally are. The day that felt impossible to reach and was years away is right here in front of us. Though our high school experience was interrupted by a cataclysmic pandemic halfway through our sophomore year, we continued to excel in spite of it all. Our resiliency amazes me. Not even 2 years of online school or various political and social revolutions can stop us from our relentless pursuit of greatness. To no credit of our own, our story is unique. Starting together and leaving a year and a half through our high school career, we adapted to Google Meets and awkward breakout rooms. And right at the point when we were just becoming comfortable and learning to double check what was in frame and if we were muted or not, it was time to come back. No one gets to tell the same story as the class of 2022. No one else adapted to virtual debate tournaments and online Afrocentric events during one of the most crucial years of high school like us. While we missed out on underclassmen activities and our first year of IB testing, a true tragedy, I'm sure, we made up for it senior year. Kicking off the year with our senior sunrise, the time has come to watch the sunset. From timid freshmen who had trouble navigating the simple 3-building campus to seniors who are now inspired by the fear of just being average, we continue to navigate through the rough terrain. And there's the magic of our community. Coretta Scott King said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members." When an outsider looks into the community of Suncoast, it's us, the trailblazers that have set aside our own time to make our school better in an effort to leave our mark on our world. With a population as diverse as Suncoast, we have an expectation for inclusivity that sets the bar high for those around us. There's one question everyone asks me when they find out I go to Suncoast. Was it worth it? Was it worth making the commute to a school 30 minutes away and leaving behind friends at my home school? Was it worth it to spend Friday nights on math IAs when it could have been a Friday night football game? Was it worth committing to a school where I knew that I would have a full 4-year schedule? Looking back on our journey, resoundingly, I say absolutely yes. Together, we created a high school experience like no other. Even through the late nights rehearsing the Heritage Assembly and through the tech weeks that felt like they turned into tech months, we did it. We celebrated the wonder of experiencing new cultures, and we built close relationships with our teachers because of our class of only 310. Again and again, I'm reminded that my time at Suncoast was worth it, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Iranian author and professor Azar Nafisi once said, "You get a strange feeling when you're about to leave a place. Like you'll not only miss the people you love, but you'll miss the person you are now at this time, at this place, because you'll never be this way ever again." To my classmates, I offer you this. Never again will we be 18 and graduating high school. Take heart and enjoy who you are and who you're with. If the pandemic taught us anything, it's to appreciate each and every moment because life can change in an instant. I'm incredibly grateful to have been given the opportunity to serve and represent you as the senior class president of the class of 2022. I implore you to live a life that boldly impassions you, and I ask you to make it mean something. Thank you.
Thank you, Tess. It is my distinguished pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2022. Dhruvik Patel is the son of Shailesh and Megha Patel. He is a math, science, and engineering student, and Dhruvik will attend Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in the fall to major in biomedical sciences. Dhruvik.
Good afternoon, everyone. While you may not know me, I'm part of the Suncoast class of 2022, and I'm graduating with all of you today. I'd like to start by thanking the teachers who spent their days building us into the best version of themselves, especially to Mr. Loffer, who redefined the modern teacher. Thank you to the parents who supported their child every step of the way, and finally, thank you to the Suncoast faculty and staff for keeping the machine running, even throughout the pandemic. So number 2, not that bad. After all, the second president, George Washington, was known for leading the Continental Army to win independence. Kevin Garnett and James Fox were number 2, and they were masters of their craft. There's 2 imposters in a standard Among Us game. In fact, the second number is 2. Jokes aside, going for the top has been one of my biggest regrets and taught me one of my most valuable lessons. Tunnel vision focused exclusively on academics has led me to miss out on many traditional high school experiences. I've never attended a Suncoast sports event, wore a class shirt, or even ate a school lunch. I've argued with more teachers than I count. I've half the hair I had before I entered Suncoast, and I only have 1 social credit point. Looking at the intelligent and ambitious students in front of me, there are many of you I never had the chance to truly know. As my father said, my title only earns me 5 minutes of fame. It won't be remembered years from now, and it won't improve my life. I now recognize that there are factors far more integral to a life worth living, and I hope you do the same. Success is more than just academics, more than which college you end up at or your starting salary. Ancient Egyptian pharaohs built massive pyramids to be remembered by. Today, you might prefer to raise a family or just be happy. Only you can decide what success means and what your legacy will be. When I entered Suncoast in what seems like a lifetime ago, I had one overarching goal: to reach the top, to have no ghosts left to chase. Although I may not have reached the very top, the last 4 years have been instrumental in shaping my ambitions and introducing me to a community unlike any other. To not only endure the rigor of Suncoast, but to dream and strive for higher altitudes deserves the utmost respect. This year, millions of students will be graduating in the class of 2022. Millions of students competing against you, or perhaps millions of students working with you to solve the world's most pressing problems. The real world is unpredictable and sometimes cruel, but I believe that each and every one of you in front of me is prepared to conquer the future. Regardless of where you are today or will be in the next few years, hold true to your ever-evolving dreams and don't let anyone or anything stop you. As anti-nihilist philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, "You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist." Whichever path you choose in the future, build your pyramid and build it grand. But don't forget what's most important. Memento vivere, remember to live. Patel out.
Thank you, Dhruvik. Now please delight in the sounds of the Suncoast Voices Concert Chorus under the direction of Miss Hannah Harris as they perform "I'll Make the Difference" by Moses Hogan.
against all odds. I can live to share my love with others. Yes, I will make the difference. I will make it. Take my hand as we make this journey across the land. We're the ones who can make the difference. Yes, we will make the difference against all odds. We can live to share our love with others. Yes, we will make the difference. We will make it. Take my hand as we make this journey across the land. Yes, we can make it. 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 Take my hand.
Thank you, Concert Chorus and Miss Harris. As stated previously, Alana Ferguson is a dual program scholar. She completed the rigorous math, science, and engineering program while simultaneously achieving all that is required to be an international baccalaureate diploma candidate. Once again, she will be attending Princeton University in the fall on a full scholarship. And she will major in neurological sciences with a minor in engineering biology. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to present to you the valedictorian of Suncoast High School's class of 2022, Alana Ferguson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it is with great pleasure that I stand before you delivering the valedictorian speech for Suncoast Class of 2022. I would like to acknowledge Principal Kerner, Superintendent Burke, distinguished guests, our teachers and staff, families and friends, and most importantly you, the Class of 2022. Together, we have experienced an unforeseen breadth of challenges, and yet we did it. For that, I ask you to applaud yourselves. Some of you chose to make Suncoast your home, while others had the choice made for them. Regardless of how you ended up here, I am confident that when you walked through those green gates freshman year, you had no clue as to the tremendous transformation you would undergo during your time as a Suncoast Charger. The pandemic changed life as we knew it, and as a whole, we were thrown into a variety of unprecedented situations. Yet, much like Mr. Coslow, we dodged all of these punches together. We made it through the pandemic. We did what we needed to do and figured out how to adapt and navigate our new normal. With that, I ask you to join me in reflecting on these past 4 years. We've spent this time growing up, trying to figure out who we want to be by discovering what we stand for. Sadly, there isn't a Quizlet set already made or some guide we can legally download from Chegg or Course Hero or Brainly. Instead, we found guidance and mentors all around us. Think of the people who have accompanied you on your journey, who have supported you and encouraged you to be and do your best. Your family, friends, teachers, coaches. I've personally had so many people who helped me along this journey that I would like to thank, but I was given 3 minutes, so I can't. However, I did learn the importance of connections. I won't claim to know each and every one of you individually because the truth is I don't. But no student sitting in this room today is a complete stranger. Maybe we had a class together freshman year, or walked in the hallway past each other before 7th period sophomore year, or I even saw your ceiling fans junior year. But regardless, we crossed paths in some way, shape, or form. This school and these rigorous programs have turned us into a family. We may not have always gotten along, and there may have been days that we wanted out of this family, but when push came to shove, we've been there to support each other and cheer each other on. Suncoast class of 2022 is extremely well-rounded. Some of you are incredible musical artists like Lily, Janelle, and Wadley. Others are entrepreneurial and philanthropic like Sam and Lauren. And then you have our amazing athletes like Jules and Thomas. The list goes on and on. My point is, we've pushed ourselves academically, but also pursued and achieved excellence in other avenues that inspire us. As we trek into the future, I hope that you will continue to balance your life and your passions in a way that is true to you. Steve Jobs, in his own valedictorian speech, shared that if you live each day as if it were your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. It made an impression on me, and since then, I have looked in the mirror each and every day and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer had been no for too many days in a row, I know it was something I needed to change. Our lives are nobody's but our own, and so it is up to us to make the most out of what we are given. I want to thank my peers for being my family these past 4 years. We did it, and I can't wait to see what we do in the future. I also can't wait for you to vote Alana for president in 2040.
Thank you, Alana. Getting started on this principal's address is always the most difficult part. After all, this is my 7-minute chance to shower you with the accolades and praise you so impressively deserve. The very moment I have to inspire you to make a continued commitment to excel at the highest level, just as you have proven during your tenure at Suncoast. And most importantly, my privileged opportunity to celebrate the indelible mark you leave on our Charger Nation. While sitting at my computer staring at the screen, wondering where or how to begin, IB Extended Essay Authors, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? A song came through my AirPods by Luke Combs called Without You. Since it is country music and not one of the music genres I so often hear played at our dances or pep rallies or tailgate events, I am guessing only some of you have heard it. The lyrics of the song go something like this. When I'm up here on this stage, the spotlight's on my face, but I see you. Sure, it's me behind this mic stand. It's me strumming this Gibson. It's me they love to give the credit to. But me don't mean a thing without you. Quite obviously, the premise of this song is Luke publicly acknowledging he would not be where he is now or the chart-topping artist he has become without particular people in his life. He carefully crafts the song to recognize his parents, his significant other, and his fans. While I am certain each of you could write and/or hum a few verses of your own reflecting on the impact specific individuals have had on you and your personal triumphs, I couldn't help but think how our school's amazing success and incredible notoriety would not be what it is or at such an astonishing level without you. So today, here are the verses of my version of Without You, written specifically to pay tribute to you, the illustrious Suncoast High School class of 2022. When I'm up here on this stage, the spotlight's on my face, but I see you. Sure, it's me behind this podium. It's me sharing these highlights, and it's our school they love to give the credit to. But we don't mean a thing without you. Without you, we could not proudly say Suncoast is again recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best high schools in the nation, ranked 119 of nearly 18,000 high schools rated, scoring 15th amid Florida high schools, and achieving an overall score of 99.33 out of 100. Further, Suncoast landed in the top 1% of America's high schools on the J. Matthews Challenge Index, as reported by the Washington Post, and ranked 3rd for the best magnet school in Florida, and also 3rd for the most diverse public high school in Florida, according to the niche list of best schools for 2022. These statistics showcase your remarkable performance and recognize the notable work of our Chargers staff. Without you, we could not be the School District of Palm Beach County's flagship school for accelerated academics, maintaining the most stringent requirements for graduating, all of which you managed to meet despite a global pandemic, I might add. In fact, it seems appropriate at this time to note all of you began enrolling in college-level coursework as early as your freshman year and are leaving us with an impressive transcript of college hours to your credit. During your senior year alone, this class of 311 Chargers completed more than 2,000 college-level courses, and as a result of your incredible efforts, 9 of you have earned a perfect 4.0 GPA. 215 of you boast a 4.0 HPA or higher, while an astounding 27% of you showcase a 5.0 or higher HPA. It's true, the Suncoast rigor is real. Without you, we would not be able to celebrate the over $16 million in scholarship awards this year's class has received, would not have 11 National Merit semifinalists, all of whom were chosen as finalists, would not be able to shout out that one of these Chargers was awarded the National Merit Corporate-Sponsored Special Scholarship, and 6 were selected as National Merit College-Sponsored Scholarship recipients. Further, 9 of our seniors were showcased by College Board's National African American Recognition Program, while 8 other Chargers were highlighted through the College Board's National Hispanic Recognition Program. Without you, the community would not have been gifted over 36,000 hours of community service, a large number of them provided virtually. This remarkable commitment to service work is beyond commendable. Without you, Suncoast would not be able to boast 40% of our seniors were accepted into top 100 colleges. Be thrilled to share that one of our Chargers receives an appointment to the United States Military Academy at West Point. Thank you in advance for your future service, Sebastian. And be beyond elated that our graduation rate is at a near perfect 99.5%. We are confident all of our 2022 graduates are destined for success and are so proud that you will represent Suncoast at top colleges throughout the state, across the nation, and around the world. The truth is, my song hardly ends there, but sadly, time does not permit for all the verses still left in my head to describe you, your wealth of talents, and all that you have set forth to achieve in 4 years and successfully accomplished. As Luke would say, I am just trying to give credit where credit's due, because we don't mean a thing without you. Thus, I will conclude with these last thoughts. Just as it happened for me when drafting this principal's address, it is important to point out how a song or outside influence can really impact you. And while it might not be the voice of a country boy from North Carolina that moves you like he did me, a fascinating video on TikTok, the encouraging words from a good friend, the advocacy of a social media post, or even the poignant text of a novel just might be. So as you move forward in this next chapter of your educational career, or rather your next adventure in life, I implore you to consider how often our thoughts, emotions, opinions, and actions are actually triggered or stimulated by outside influences. Through these years, you have had people talk to you, with you, and at you in hopes of sharing wisdom, providing guidance, and offering direction. But as you take these next steps in your personal journey, it will be the voices inside you that will matter the most. Trust your instincts, make thoughtful decisions, love with your heart, and believe in yourself. A network of friends and confidence will support you even after your tassel is turned because of who we are and what we stand for. Your memories made here will last a lifetime, and relationships will continue beyond our campus green gates because connections are valued. All evidenced and proven true this year when we return back to campus. I want you to know I could not be more proud of your efforts to stay connected and charge on through this unique situation. You are the class who was together, apart, and then together again. Your determination to remain as one shine brightly through these unique circumstances. Today, we honor you and celebrate the legacy you will leave behind. You are college and career ready, and you are our future. Despite your next pride colors, we know you will always bleed green with a heart of gold. Congratulations, class of 2022. You are a class that could not and will not ever be forgotten. The class of 2022 requested that all gathered today join them in singing the alma mater one final time before you graduate. You will find the words on the last page of your program. The exceptionally talented Jennifer Perez Aguilar will lead us in the alma mater composed by Wayne Leonard and will be accompanied by the musically gifted Julissa Velez. Everyone, please rise and remain standing. Thank you, Jennifer and Julissa. Audience, please be seated. At this time, we will present the diplomas to the class of the 2022 graduates.
Alana Ferguson. Dhruvik Patel. Rahat Patel. Annabelle Farrow. Valerie Kim. Daniel Basharoff. Adam Hamden. Sanvi Kodaveganti. Diksha Gupta. Eduardo Arteaga. Tess Romine. Mark Bruni. Ashley Josil. Connor Reith. Alexander Spencer. Zachary Spencer. Jalisa Velez. Julia Von Pino. Benjamin Abramowitz. Catherine Abreu. Deep Adakari. Aisha Ahmed. Bryce Alexander. Blake Allen. Caitlin Allen. Palmer Elizabeth Allen. Alyssa Alvarez. Lee Antoine. Emma Applegate. Ella Armbruster. Ainsley Balda. Jose Barbara. Opamipo Adegbagbe. Alexandria Abiola. Callie Allen. Ramil Bernardos. Teresa Ducarmel. Jonathan Jacques. Brittany Jones. Amoy Marshallek. Jillian Mursky. Lyric Morrow. Jennifer Perez Aguilar. Caitlin Ricketts. Samira Sajus. Gabriella Smith.
Caleb Stemfel. Genevieve Willett. Jerry Bard. Carter Basinski. Victoria Bassi. Carson Boffman. Lillian Bedard. Shira Bell. Marcus Ben Susan. Gianmarco Bergemajo. Felipe Vitansis. Connor Birch. Haley Birdsall. Devontae Blake. Vanessa Blamure. Jessica Booth. Alexander Briskin. Colton Brockman. Kaylania Brooks. Keegan Buscemi. Robert Butler. Shamika Cami. Lucinda Cantrell. Carter Carlisle. Michael Castilla. Christopher Castrillo. Lillian Sestero. Johanna Gonzalez. Rachel Chan. Aaliyah Charles. Timothy Chen. Janelle Chokshi. Jordan Clark. Bianca Clayton. Ethan Cole. Tyler Coleman. Alexander Comraz. Charles Parker Cohn. Dylan Corcoran. David Cornejo. Woodson Lee Kalut. Jimena Cruz. Bruno Quadros. Aaron Culp. Caleb Daniels. Samantha Davis. Samaya Davis. Ian Delano. Vanessa Delva. Jana Denard. Pilthai DeRosier. Danielle DeVos. Gavin Diaz. Trevor Deasty. Alan Dominguez. Thomas Dowling. Blake Dykstra. Paige Elkin. Tasiba Eljak. Keyshawn Emerson. Umandi Espinoza. Adrian Fairclough. Liam Farrell. Victor Ferrula. Gabriel Fernandez.
Kira Fernando. Hans Fisame. Nastasia Fisher. Naomi Francisco. Randy Francois. Sam Friedman. Jacob Gale. Vishnu Ganesham. Mario Garcia. Albert Garnett Jr. Lucas Giacopelli. Joseph Gibson. Derek Giovanetti. Carlos Gonzalez. Nicholas Gonzalez. Rafael Gonzalez. Raheem Graham. Gavin Grave de Peralta. Mackenzie Grizzard. Tyler Hall. Kate Hanna. Fazia Hawk. Caitlin Hassan. Kentavious Hatcher. Gabriela Hernandez. Andrew Harriet. Braden Harriet. Arabella Hertelendi. Trevor Hibbert. Donald Hires III. Elise Hyams. Sebastian Irizarry Rivera. Patrick Itage. Rohan James. Isabella Jaramillo. MD Golam Jelani. Jada Johnson. Robin Johnson. Sidian Johnson. Juliana Johnston. Randy Jones. Xander Joros. Ian Justice. Anthony Caforos. Holden Capsos. Sophie Karpstein. Justin Kelly Jr. Rachel Kessel. Ulka Khan. Trisha Kongar. Brittany Lamb. Carlos Landig. Tone Lee. Dakota Leonard. Lindsay Licata. Philip Lipman.
Eber Lopez. Franchelli Lopez. Grayson Loylis. Sebastian McCauley. Garrett McDougall. Daniel Manjarez. Cecilia Manning. Jaina Malahalal. Christopher Mirage. Alex Maroney. Amana Martin. Jean-Pierre Massoutier. Dhruv Mathuria. Jacob Mazza. Jessica McGarton. Daniel McLone. Danielle McKay. Talia Minaha. Farah Mezaja. Caitlin Michelle. Joshua Miles. Janelia Mills. Wadley Menard. Jerry Moncourt. Johan Morales. Brandon Morales. Matthew Murphy. Aiden Murray. Nicholas Muro. Christian Nicoti. Bailey Nathan. Keyshawn Nyack. Lance Nelson. Brandon Wien. Nicholas Norman Jr. Colin North. Chloe O'Neill. Jemiah Oliver. Jeremy Ona. Ian Ordonez. Alexa Orakovsky. Sophia Osborne. Connor Osmond. Louis Otera. Pablo Andres Pedicino. Jacob Perez. Russell Perez. Henry Peterson. Kayla Pham. Nisa Pierre. Adriana Pyland. Michael Pitts. Cole Plagman. Hunter Pong. Sydney Potter. Emily Price. Benjamin Quinto Rigoni. Valentina Radu. Coda Ramsey. Ryan Reed. Vincent Remy. Fadia Rena. Alexander Ryder. Christian Rivera. Morgan Roberts. Carlos Rodriguez. Charlie Ann Rodriguez. Jonathan Rodriguez Rivera. Hunter Rossi. Shovik Saha. Caitlin Sanderson. Nicholas Santillo. Clara Santos Santizo. Alexandra Sapia.
Arpan Sarkar. Spencer Sasson. Ahmed Sadek. Liliana Segovia. Ewan Selkirk. Mia Senzatimor. Hunter Shapiro. Cheyenne Shell. Lauren Scheel. Dipankar Stresta. Inaya Siddiqui. Liliana Sisto. Amanda Sui. Siu. Alexander Skolnick. Christopher Sosa. Adriana Stanley. Paris Starks. Caitlin Steen. Jennifer Stein. Eric Robert Strunk. Luke Suter. Maximilian Sweetnicki. Jaden Taylor. Roxanne Marie Taylor. Shelton Theophile. LeJohn Thomas. Jawan Thornton. Ozma Tipnis. Raphael Tuma. Dan Tran. Logan Trees. Sahira Udin. Diana Vaxiana. Emma Valderrama. Wendy Vallejos. Leah Van Bommel. Vanch Varek. Aranka Varsani. Elijah Vessel. Fabiola Vigo. Irina Voribieva. Lily Vironis. Nicholas Weber. Sierra Weinstein. Logan Whitaker. Morgan White. Tyquarius White Jr. Janelle Whiteside. Damaris Wiley. Kalia Williams.
Quentin Williams. Samaya Williams. Nika Wolfs. Hannah Wyoming. David Yost. Jordan Young. Kaylee Zagiri. Stephen Zong. Luke Zudens. And Zoe Zaloga.
Mr. Burke, and honored guests. It is my honor to confirm by the power bestowed upon me as principal of Suncoast High School that the Charger class of 2022 has indeed met all of the graduation requirements established by the Board of Education in the state of Florida. I present to you the extraordinary graduates of the esteemed Suncoast High School. Seniors, please stand. This is the moment you have been waiting for. As the final symbol of your official graduation, please turn your tassel from right to left. Go Chargers! As we conclude today's ceremony, would everyone please stand one final time and join me in applauding the class of 2022.